Our coverage continues now with Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey. She's been getting reaction from folks in the political world today.
Julie, this is hitting hard both locally and on Capitol Hill, too.
Yes, devastating is the word I hear most frequently. And in talking to friends of the Fairfax family, they echo some of what Drew was just reporting. They say after Justin Fairfax's political career and life in public service came to an end, he withdrew. They say he changed. And now his death and that of his wife sending shockwaves across Virginia's political landscape. Political leaders, family, friends expressing their shock and extending deep condolences, especially for those two orphan children. There were tears and strong emotions this morning when Andrea and Cozy Bailey learned the couple they'd once joined for dinners and family celebrations was dead in a murder-suicide.
I am devastated. I just screamed when I heard the news.
My heart goes out to the family, the children, Serena's parents, all of their relatives. And I pray God's comfort for them at a time like this.
Shock and deep sadness, the reaction of so many across the Commonwealth who knew or supported former Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax when he became the second African-American elected statewide in Virginia in 2017. His sights set on even higher office.
We are changing the course of history in this Commonwealth and in this country.
But his political ambitions were derailed in 2019 when first one woman, then another, came forward accusing the lieutenant governor of sexually assaulting them many years earlier. Fairfax vehemently denied the allegations, calling the interactions consensual. Fairfax was never charged. He refused calls to step down, even launching a later losing bid for governor. But all along, he continued to make his case that he'd been falsely accused.
The allegation is completely false, as was indicated in our statement.
Cozy Bailey, who serves as the state NAACP president, and Andrea Bailey, a Prince William supervisor, say Fairfax came to them for support and mentorship in his early political career. They say he was passionate about public service. But they say after the allegations ended his quest for higher office, he changed. He stopped returning calls and texts.
He was on the verge of great achievement when his world changed dramatically. He went to a dark place. He went to a dark place after unfounded, unproven allegations of things that can just totally ruin a person.
The couple also remembering Serena Fairfax, a well-known dentist.
She was a superstar in her own right.
Yes.
There are a loose group of black female dentists here in the Northern Virginia area, and she was a part of that group.
She was.
Everybody knew the name of Serena Fairfax.
Absolutely.
A shaken Virginia Senator Mark Warner also speaking today about the terrible news, remembering the decade he spent working with Justin Fairfax when both were elected leaders.
For an awful lot of us that worked with Justin, he was an enormous talent, and I just can't imagine what his family's going through. Obviously, the idea that even his teenage kids were in the house, it's a huge tragedy, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, we've also heard from Governor Abigail Spanberger today, who issued a statement reading in part, "I'm deeply saddened by the tragedy that occurred last night. I'm praying for the Fairfax children, and I ask my fellow Virginians to hold them in their hearts and prayers." And she goes on to say, "This tragedy reminds us that domestic violence can occur in any family and in any place. Resources are available to support our neighbors experiencing domestic violence and facing mental health crises." And the governor especially remembering Serena Fairfax as a devoted mother, as a beloved dentist in this community. The governor's statement, however, did not mention Justin Fairfax. And you guys, the other thing I've been so struck by in this neighborhood, we are just a half block from a school here, and all afternoon the school buses have been bringing children home, parents going to the bus stop to pick up their children. No doubt some very difficult conversations taking place in this neighborhood tonight. Back to you now.
Well said. You know that is happening. Julie Carey. Julie, thanks so much for all your coverage this evening. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Julie. And a reminder, as Julie was mentioning, there are resources to lean on. If you or someone you love needs help, you can call 1-800-799-SAFE to reach the National Domestic Violence Hotline. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and help is available in English and in Spanish.
And if you or someone you know is in crisis, you can call 988 or go to 988lifeline.org to reach the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You can also visit speakingofsuicide.com/resources.